Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for August. I hope everybody's well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Scorpio out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating with you, get in where you fit in. But as always, Scorpio, don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you're starting out with the Tower in reverse. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse. And coming out together is the Hierophant along with the Two of Coins. Wow, okay. So you're recovering here from a Tower moment. Something crumbled to the ground because it wasn't built on a strong foundation. So it crashed, it crumbled. I feel like you took some time to kind of recover from that. And now you're trying to rebuild yourself, rebuild your energy. You might even be interested in rebuilding a relationship with somebody. If so, I feel like there is going to be communication with that person. That communication is going to be about whether or not you should have this commitment here. There's a decision. You're weighing up the pros and cons about a commitment. I do see here, though, that there is going to be communication. I do see that that communication is involving recovering after this Tower moment here. And I do feel like you want to make a wise decision here. I do. You could be getting advice from somebody as well about what decision to make. Let me see who's in your energy, Scorpio. I feel like you kind of took a break from everything for a minute here in order to heal and to recover. Show me who is in Scorpio's energy, please. You could be dealing with an Aries. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Emperor, and we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. All right, so this person that's in your energy, I feel like this person, they may be a little bit on the older side, the 40s and up. I don't see them as being very, very young. Or they could just be super responsible as well. This is somebody that could run a business or, you know, be a high-level manager of some sort. I do feel like they have a lot of things that they deal with. There's a lot that this person does and accomplishes, and it does look like they do it pretty well. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like that's the wounded warrior. This person has a lot of responsibilities, but with regard to this connection, I feel like there were a lot of problems and this person is kind of worn out. And I feel like they are the ones who ended this. They took the action here to end something with the Four of Wands in the reverse. They could be feeling a little bit destabilized at the current time. So, or they could be ending a marriage as well. The Emperor is frequently seen as somebody who is married. So they could be married and they're ending a marriage as well. Let me see the energy between Scorpio and this person. Show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. All right, Nine of Coins reversed. Two of Swords reversed. All right, so when you had this Tower moment, you felt a deep sense of loss. You could be a little codependent on this person's energy, so be aware of that. I do feel like you had a deep sense of loss here, though. This person, it does look like it was their decision. I do see something about a decision this person made that incurred this loss and therefore created the Tower moment. So let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection between Scorpio and this person. The World in reverse and the Seven of Wands reversed. All right, so you don't feel like things are over between the two of you. I feel like you want to talk to this person. There has been a break in the communication. There's just definitely, right at this time, no stability in this connection. Neither of you feel like it's a stable connection. Right now, I feel like there is a little codependency that I'm seeing here on your side, Scorpio. And I feel like you don't feel like this is over. You haven't accepted that this is over anyway. Now, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like this person, if there's been any conflict, they're going to take action to resolve any conflict with you. They could be also avoiding conflict as well. Let me see. Show me the outcome. The Three of Swords. Oh, that's awful. That's harsh. So we're definitely, Three of Swords is one of heartbreak and pain. So we're definitely going to have to clarify that. All right, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It does indicate that where there has been confusion, that confusion is now being clarified. It's clearing up. And in this particular deck, particularly with regard to feelings and emotions. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Tower in reverse for Scorpio? All right, we have the Chariot, and we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, you've been very sad. You've been very sad. I do feel like you want to move forward. You want to move out of this sadness. You could be feeling very unloved right now. You might live at a distance from this person as well. You don't have to, but you might. Let me see why this Four of Swords is here in reverse. All right, Two of Cups reversed and the Sun. Yeah, you're getting clarity here on why this ended, why this connection ended. I do feel like it's coming through communication as well. After not talking to this person for a moment, there's going to be clarification. I do feel like you want to understand why this connection ended, because you feel like this is a soulmate connection. Let me see the bottom energy. All right, we have the Star card. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. And the Four of Swords. All right. So you're hopeful that this person's going to make a decision. So, you know, the way it looks here is that this person is in another connection. This person is in possibly even a marriage. And you don't want to be a third party in this connection. So I feel like you may have pulled back a little bit. This person can be kind of cold, though. They can be very avoidant. I feel like you're hoping that this person will make a decision regarding this connection. I do feel like they're not really doing anything, though. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, Aquarius energy, Gemini. But I feel like you don't really tell this person what you want. You kind of live in there's a lot of living in your head type of energy here. You're hoping this person will balance things out, that you're not going to have to do anything, that this person will step up to the plate. You could be talking to somebody and they could be telling you, look, you really need to leave them alone right now. But I can see here, Scorpio, that you're sad. You may be considering moving on, but you're not going to do it because there's a codependent energy here where you really want to be with this person. So let me see their energy. Let me see their energy. Why is the Nine of Wands here for the person in Scorpio's energy? Oh, you may know this person through work. Maybe you work with them, or something that you know, maybe they come in to wherever you work. I don't know, but work is showing up for somebody. I do feel like this person, whatever this situation is, has gone on for quite some time. It's been very problematic for this person. I also feel like this person may have some alcohol or addictions. There's definitely something to do with that for somebody out there, and that is causing a lot of physical and emotional fatigue in this person. So I do see that this person needs to really look at the details. They don't know what it is that they want here, basically. They don't know what they really want, and so they're feeling very dissatisfied. They're almost feeling like the universe has it in for them. Why is the Emperor here? King of Wands, Two of Swords. So there's a decision that they need to make. And what they're doing right now is they're avoiding conflict. This decision makes them feel a little bit powerless. I can see that there's something to do with the decision, and they're going to make that decision, but they're trying to do it in a way that they can avoid conflict. They don't want to have everybody coming up against them. This could be family, friends, you know, the person that they're connected with. This person has a wandering eye as well. I can see that. I'm getting strong entrepreneurial energy for somebody out there. But yeah, I do feel like this person is a go-getter. This is an attractive person. They're used to being in charge. They're used to calling the shots. They also know they're attractive, and they're very used to getting attention. But you know, they're kind of wishy-washy. They're back and forth. They're not making a firm decision. And it's because they're trying to avoid conflict. Why is the Four of Wands in reverse for the person in Scorpio's energy? The Hermit reversed, and the Strength card. Ooh, did this person ghost you? They may have ghosted you. If so, you're going to hear from them. I definitely see that there's been a pause in communicating with this person. They've been up in their head, and I feel like this is somebody who, you know, they've been doing some soul searching. They've been looking for answers, but they're not, there's a lack of stability in this connection. And this is somebody I'm definitely getting has some sort of addictions. It could be sexual addictions for that matter. Maybe they're the one that's codependent here. There's definitely something that this person really needs to work on. With the Four of Wands here in the reverse, if this person is married, they may be considering getting divorced. But I feel like they're afraid to. Yeah, I feel like they're afraid to. And I also feel like this person ghosted you and now they're showing up again. Let me look at the energy between Scorpio and this person. I don't know if I'm picking up on several different situations or what, but usually the readings are much more coherent, and this one feels a little scattered to me. All right, so we have Judgment, we have the Fool in reverse, and there's that Nine of Pentacles reversed. You both have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This is a codependent connection. You may be codependent on them, them on you. What's happening between the two of you is I do see that there's a reconciliation that is trying to happen. And I do emphasize trying because you're afraid to take that leap of faith with this person. And it's because of the loss that you felt when this thing fell apart. Some of you may have even moved. You may have moved to a different location, or you could just live at a distance. And this person that's in your energy, I feel like they're making a decision here, and that decision has to do with coming back together with you. But also keep in mind that they're looking at all the problems, you know. There's a sense of there being a lot of problems. They're looking at all the details here. But you both felt lost without the other person. Yeah, so let me see what's affecting this connection. I'm not sure it's coming back together just yet. It may have been talked about. Maybe the two of you are thinking about it or looking at it. But ultimately, I don't see it coming back together just yet. It's almost like it's an idea. It's a thought. It's not yet a reality. And that's because this person is not currently single and you're afraid to take that risk. How does it go, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands reversed. You both have this. So there's mirroring that's going on here too. We have the Four of Cups revert, or in the upright, and then we have Temperance. Sagittarian energy. All right, Pisces is here as well. So you both have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You're both trying not to argue with one another. If there was conflict, you both want it resolved. And I feel like you're both avoiding conflict. You feel like this person is your happiness. You feel like, even though you're not on the same page right now, that you can be. That this isn't over yet. This can be healed. It can be balanced out. You may even be feeling like this is a relationship that was meant to be. It was destined. I do feel like there is protection on this relationship. I clearly see it with the Temperance here. Now, in their energy, I feel like this person is looking back at the past. They could be focusing on a third party, and they're not noticing the love that is being brought in here. This person's not appreciating the relevance of this connection. Yeah, it's like they can't see it. They can't see it because they're too focused on other things. You could be dealing with a twin flame connection. It wouldn't surprise me because I'm seeing a lot of those cards. Let's look at the outcome. Show me the outcome for Scorpio. Yeah, we got the Emperor and the Empress. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Empress reversed, and we have the Ten of Coins reversed. So in your outcome, I feel like you've both been hurt. This has been very painful. And although somebody may have physically walked away, possibly even both people, I do feel like neither of you have completely walked away from this connection. There's a lot of mirroring that's going on here. And I have to tell you, this connection is being watched over by Spirit. There's a sense of protection on this connection. So it would make a lot of sense. We've got the Emperor, we got the Empress out. There's Four of Wands is here. There's just a lot of things here. The mirroring that's going on. This is a deeply spiritual connection, but it's also been very painful, and I can see that. Neither of you have actually emotionally walked away from the connection, although one of you may have walked away from it physically. Now, I do feel like you have pulled back recently. I feel like it could have been under someone else's advice. I feel like this person tried to bring you in as a third party and you weren't having any of it, so you chose to go away and heal. I do see you being withdrawn from this person, and I also feel like you're not nurturing this connection. It's related to the pain that you have felt. It's related to, you needing to heal. So this has caused you to question your value, your self-worth. It's caused you to bring up a lot of fear, a lot of sadness, wondering if there is actually love in this connection. There's just, it's affected your stability. This has just caused a lot of issues for you. And I definitely see that. So you're kind of taking a break here. You're taking a pause. I feel like you are a deeply spiritual person from what I can see here as well. I don't see you nurturing this connection currently. I do feel like it's a painful situation for you. Now, in their energy, again, I'm getting the indication that this is not coming together into a union because of fear, because of second guessing. This person may have ghosted you. And there's also, they're trying to figure out how to end another connection, it looks like. And it's a long-term connection. I also feel like this person is not very well supported by family and friends. So again, they're feeling heartbroken over you as well. I feel like This is somebody who definitely has possibly addictions or personal things, mental health things that they do need to address and deal with. And I also feel like, they're just feeling a deep sense of loss, and that's what's causing all this pain for them. So this is a difficult read, but it does look like there is a sense here of there being divine timing. And if this is a deep soul connection, then know that the connection itself and both parties are being protected. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. That is underlying energy, and it does indicate that there is conflict. Now, you could be getting the clarification, or there's some conflict that is clearing up as well, but there's definitely underlying all of this has been some conflict. So this is a tough read. I'm not going to lie, Scorpio. It's a tough one. I'm going to pull an oracle, and we'll see if there's any guidance for you. Oh, what's going on with my cards? Hold on. Looks like I put them in upside down on some of them. There we go. Pulling for Scorpio. Oh, that was quick. All right, so we have number 7. It's called High Priestess of Spirit. So give me just a moment, and I will read that for you guys. It's funny, I opened the book right to that page too. It says, know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest night and not by human eyes. Everything that you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated to help you become the powerful being you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to what soon enough. But I keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. Ooh, well, if that's not frustrating, I mean, if I were sitting here and I had just had this reading and I got that oracle card, I'd be a little frustrated with that. Because I'm one that likes to know the what, where, why, how, when. So I get it, guys. So try to just trust and try to keep your faith and, you know, keep up with your healing, focus on you, and, you know, see what happens with all of this. I hope this has been helpful to you, though. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Scorpio, know that you are loved, and namaste.